Unless there's a humongous swing on goal difference, the Stags will finish the 2025-26 League One season in the top half of the table. Not bad for a side whose ambition was just to stay up again. A fantastic 4 points in the final 2 away games has really put smiles on the Stags fans' faces. A phenomenal victory at Huddersfield followed by a solid goalless draw in midweek at Peterborough. One game that remains for Nigel Clough's men, and still a job to do. Can they avoid defeat against promoted Cardiff and finish the season undoubled? We'll talk all about that on tonight's Mansfield Matters Podcast. Plus, we'll look back on those final 2 away games with victory at Huddersfield and the draw at Peterborough. I'm sure we'll find something else Mansfield Town related to talk about as well ahead of the full-time whistle. And we'll tease the final podcast of the season live on Bank Holiday Monday in the end of season review. 90 minutes of football still to come though, so strap yourselves in for the show for the fans, by the fans. Why? Well, because Mansfield matters. Mansfield does indeed matter. Hello, welcome to the Mansfield Matters Podcast, the show for the fans, by the fans, and our final-ish Thursday evening podcast. I say ish because we'll do the end of season review live on Bank Holiday Monday, and then we always do the one after that, which is, of course, the retain list reaction, and we just never know which day that's going to be. So this might be the final Thursday podcast you get of this series. It might not, but it is the final podcast where we're talking about what's happened in the season because the season is coming to a close. Yes, on Saturday afternoon, Cardiff City come to One Call Stadium, already promoted, and can be the only team that can do the double over the Stags this season. So all Mansfield need to do is avoid defeat, and they'll go undoubled for the first time since the Stags were promoted in that promotion season a few seasons ago. Joining me tonight to find something to talk about, which will probably, let's be honest, for the most of the show, be talking about the lack of food options in Huddersfield and how anything was more entertaining than Tuesday night's game at Peterborough. I've got 4 Stag supporting friends to talk all things Mansfield Town FC. So without further ado, let's introduce them, shall we? Let's first head over to Edwin Stowe. Last week, he was sat by the window. This week, he's been kicked outside of his house by the looks of it, and he's sat in front of his outside wall. Good evening, Clive.
Hello, Craig. Hello, everybody.
Are you inside or are you out? Are you sat on the drive in the sunshine?
I'm inside. I don't think I'm going to sit outside at this time of night, do you?
Well, it was just the fact that, you sat in front of a brick wall. I thought like your laptop was propped up on a bucket or something and you'd been banished outside the house.
Hang on a second.
I don't know. There you go. There we go. We've got a tour of Clive's Conservatory now. He's just moved along a bit from the sunshine, you see. There you go. This is Mansfield Town content for you now. It's we've got a brand new feature on the podcast, and it is Through the Keyhole. So there you go. Coming to I'm sure nobody's ever done that before. Coming to a TV station near you soon. Let's head over to Stockport then, shall we? And say hello, good evening, and welcome to the latest member of the Mansfield Matters crew, who, if she carries on with this weekly outfit, people are going to start asking. People are going to start saying, has she only got one Mansfield Town shirt in her repertoire? Does she need to speak to Nick of Mansfield Town Shirts fame to get some more? It's Emily. Hello.
Hello. I'll wear my home shirt next week, shall I?
There we go. What?
Next week.
We haven't got a next week. Next season, we might have to hold you to it. But there we go. What is the... So let me ask you a random question then. What is the oldest Mansfield Town shirt that you own? Because, I cannot get rid of my Stag shirts, even though a lot of them do not fit me anymore. What's the oldest one that you own?
I haven't got any apart from the ones this season because all of them were massive because I've lost stupid amounts of weight. So I didn't want them around reminding me of how big I used to be. So they've gone. They've all gone.
Well, that's a good thing because we can start the collection again. So there we go.
Exactly, yeah, and I have got my match worn ones. So yeah, so probably the oldest one is my Stephen McLaughlin match worn one from a couple of seasons ago. So
I like it. Well, I have got a bag full of Stag shirts here. Some are mine, some aren't mine. I'm going to delve into them in a little bit. That's some content sorted, isn't it? If only I had a man on the podcast who could talk about shirts. I think I have got a man on the podcast that can talk about shirts. Hello, Jim.
Hi, Craig. I thought you were going to get to Nick then.
Never heard him. Yeah, well, good. I thought you could be you could be shirts. What's the oldest Stag shirt that you own, Jim? Because your wardrobe. Every time I've seen you, all you wear is Mansfield stuff. I don't think that you've got any other wardrobe other than something that's got a Stag's badge on it. I think if you're shopping in Primark or Tesco and it's got a Stag on it, you'll have it. If it's not, it gets ignored.
Well, you know me too well. I think the oldest one I've got is the 92-3 season, with GTC on it, with the stripes down the shoulders. That's the oldest one I've got. It's somewhere. I think it's in the loft. I like that one. And the 94-5 one, that was like vertical blue and yellow stripes with abacus lighting. I've got that one.
I like it.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll have to venture up in the loft and see if they're all still good, all still kicking around. Get the moths off them and all of that, and get them out, and we'll see. We'll have to have a comparison of the oldest shirt. We'll have to do a competition who can wear the oldest shirt on the podcast.
I should imagine Clive's got some more ones, hasn't he? He'll have ones without sponsors.
Find out. The age is that clever, isn't it?
I'm not really a big fan of collecting shirts, if I'm honest. So when I was young, I used to have replica shirts, but there wasn't the fascination when I was at the age where I wanted them. So it was a shirt. It was blue and it was yellow, or yellow and blue, and you wouldn't know who played in it. There was no badges on them or anything. So didn't get hooked on it. So no, I'm a bit disappointed. I'm sorry.
Oh, the good old days indeed. Well, let's go finally then to a man who does know all about shirts. I could ask him which is the oldest shirt that he's got, but we will be here all night as he goes through his back catalogue, gets them all out from the loft, gets the rails out, gets the stats out of who worn it, where the patches are of mud. And you know what? I find that fascinating, and we've got zero content for tonight. So hello, Nick.
Hello. How are we all? Are we okay?
Very good.
Ironically, I have over 200 and something shirts, and I haven't wore a Stag shirt for... Wembley was the last time. When we lost to Port Vale, that was the last time I wore a Stag shirt. No, never again. Never again.
I only actually wear them when we're doing the podcast. I never wear them on a match day. It's a thing that happened to me years ago, and then obviously when I was doing commentary, wasn't advised to wear a Stag shirt, so I don't tend to wear them on match day. But I cannot let them go. Let's get you all on screen, shall we? Shall we delve into the bag then and see?
They're too sweaty. That's the problem I find with wearing football shirts. Is they are the worst material in the world. They're horrible. Yeah, they just make you sweat. So, Clive lost a lot during the Blitz. It's important to point that out. He did have quite a few, but
yes, Nicholas got a lot to answer for.
Certainly has, hasn't he? I don't think there's as many in this bag as I thought they were. And they must be all in my drawer somewhere. But let's see, shall we? Let's pull a random one out. Let's go with, I think actually this one.
This is the latest episode of What's in Craig's Bag.
It is. This one is actually the Mickey Boulding sign shirt.
2006, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the Mickey Boulding sign shirt from when we did Stag's stories with him. You can listen to that, by the way, if you head to our Spotify and search back through all of our back catalogue. That might give you something to do.
That's a blast in the past, isn't it?
It certainly is. That might give you something to do whilst we're off in the summer. Anyway, shall we delve into all things Mansfield Town, shall we? It was a great day at Huddersfield on Saturday. I honestly thought, Nick, that it couldn't get any better. We had a lovely little trip down. We had a peruse into town centre. We had a little walk through the market. We were slightly disappointed that our foodery of choice was being done up, but we went back to the same place we went to last year, and we had a lovely Nando's, and I think one of the funniest Nando's we've had in a while, because we came up with a brand new feature for next season's podcast, and Clive sent a voice note to the podcast, which I'm blown away by, to be honest.
It was crap, wasn't it? His voice note was crap, literally. both physically and metaphorically. Well, I thought the Nando's was a bit like it was very much based on the game, wasn't it? Last year's Nando's was pretty poor and the game was pretty crap. This year they'd upped their game, hadn't they? You know,
they had, yeah.
They were out the blocks. They knew we were there last year. You know, Clough gave them the eyes when we came in, and it was like the Stags' performance. It was chalk and cheese.
Yeah,
and then Clough needed to use the facilities, and we all found out about it.
So, for context, we were all sat at a lovely Nando's, and we were throwing around some stupid feature ideas for the next series of the podcast to obviously replace the legendary Alan, where's you been, and various other bits and bobs. And we decided that next season should be Clive's turn to be the one who comes up with a quiz, because Clive, it's no secret, is it, that you absolutely hate quizzes?
Hate's not quite the right word, but I've a fairly intense dislike of your quizzes.
Oh, just of mine. And we were coming up with features, and Big Tone, Nick's dad, whose name isn't Tone, but that's a conversation for another day, came up with a few features, and we settled on, I think, Nick, where's Clive parking?
Yes, it's a quiz based on the popular pastime of putting your vehicle in a designated space, along with a play on words of Clive's surname. I mean, it doesn't get better than that, does it?
No, and we basically have to figure out where Clive has parked his car, and we came up with a jingle and everything. And we were laughing. We sent a voice note to everybody else in the chat to include them. And then, Clive, what happened?
I was in the little room of convenience, and I decided.
I've not heard it called that before.
I decided to give an opinion, and I sent it. It's a very brief opinion, to be fair. I don't waste words. Have you got it?
I'm finding it. I'm trying to find it. Yeah. I haven't had time to load it into my desk.
It was my appraisal of the idea, effectively.
It was.
I gave it proper thought. And I was in a room with notable acoustics. And, have you got it?
I'm still looking for it. I've got to go back through the chat, which is not easy.
This is what preparation is all about. You know that, don't you?
Well, I haven't had time. I've not had time to say. Jim, I have now found it. I will play it in a minute. Jim, I know sometimes you only read the chat when I sort of tag you in it, like if it's a vote and stuff. You don't always pick it up because you're a busy man, as we know. Did you hear this on Saturday? Do you know what's coming?
No.
Okay.
What I might say is his car's not parked for long, especially when you're trying to get in it to go home.
Oh, shots!
That's good. That's a good.
Good.
That's a good joke there.
Sorry, Clive. I had to get that off my chest.
That's not been off your chest for a while.
He did drive on Tuesday night, and the first thing he said when we all got back into the car, he's learnt his lesson, Jim. He turned around, he looked round in the back, and he went, "Are we missing anybody?" So he double checks now, Jim, and that's you can only learn from your lessons, can't you? We all make mistakes. Are you learning?
I'm like a good referee. I do a head count, start of each half.
Ask if we're all ready. Put your hand up if you're ready.
If anything, Jim, what you've done is for future Clive passengers, you've made them feel safe.
Correct.
Like the Titanic, they've got lifeboats now, that kind of thing.
Indeed, yeah, they've learnt the lesson. They've learnt the lesson. Anyway, back to Clive's reaction. So we had no idea we was going to do this. So Nick, myself, and Big Tone were all sat having a laugh and laughing about this feature, and all of a sudden, all of our phones simultaneously pinged as Clive Parkin from the upstairs convenience sent this.
I think it's a shit idea. A shit idea.
Succinct to the point of impossibility.
Actually, I was waiting for a splash. That's what I was waiting for. If you'd have held
you bring the tone down, won't you?
No, because the acoustics on it are genius, and there is no doubting where Clive is at that point.
Oh, Nathan guessed it straight away, didn't he?
All that was missing from that whole thing was a flush.
A flush, yeah.
Perhaps we'll have
and then when we thought of other games, didn't we, to do with flushing?
Well, you could have had a flush, but that would have been premature. I hadn't finished.
Oh dear. And I think with that note, we should move swiftly on to actually talking about.
Can I just say on a very positive note?
I don't.
The men's toilets in Nando's in Huddersfield are about 3 miles away from where we were sat. It's worse than a Weatherspoons. It's up 28 flights of stairs, and you go past 2 county boundaries to get to the toilet. But when you get there, it's very nice.
Oh dear, dear, dear. Oh, do you know what? We should definitely move on to talking about football.
I think it's a shit idea. A shit idea.
Why? That's the whole point of the podcast, Clive. Expect that gag to keep recurring throughout the rest of the show. Let's talk football then, shall we? On the pitch, Jim, a fantastic 4-1 win at Huddersfield. Nick, Clive and Big Tone and I did not see any of the goals because of the youth that were in front of us, not watching the game and baiting the home fans. But what a game and what a result.
Fantastic. I think we lost there last season, didn't we? So, look, seeing the goals, the goal we let in wasn't great, but Robert seems to have put his hands up to that. But some of the goals we scored were fantastic. The first one was a short goal kick, wasn't it? And the quality of the goals was brilliant. Even the own goal, it was a good move. So yeah, long may it continue. It was just a bit. It's a shame we couldn't carry that on Tuesday. But I think we're a bit spent, aren't we?
Yeah, we are a little bit. Emily, as results go, let's be honest, it was probably what most people will see as the final away game of the season because you get the majority of your travellers on a Saturday. What a way to go out! Sunshine, goals galore, good performance. The only thing that let it down was obviously conceding the goal that we did. And Liam Roberts, bless him, in his interview in the week has sort of gone, "I'm sorry for all of that and everything." But great result. What a way to finish!
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. I was absolutely gutted that I didn't go because I could have gone and I didn't. So I'm a bit mad at myself for that because we really enjoyed it. But I watched the scores going up from home.
It's a tremendous stadium at Huddersfield.
That's
excellent. Until you're a man wanting to use the toilet. I'm back on toilets here. The toilets, especially at the end of the game, they're very inadequate in terms of capacity.
They were flooded.
I don't need to go as
Literally.
often as my friend below me on the screen does. He goes every 15 minutes. But when he reported back, he said it was like paddling in a pool of piss.
Oh, God.
Well, it's like that at the one every week. So
Oh no, this was Titanic levels. This was they were
really?
all backed up, and everyone was just adding to it. Like we were all they were all just like they stood there fishing, just throwing the rods in the water, and off we go. It wasn't, and it's tiny for the amount of people that you can get fit.
It's not big enough.
You think
next season, Nick and Clive's toilet reviews.
Yeah, big stadium like that, they'd have decent toilets. That's what you think.
I think it's because they split the stand, and therefore they must have facilities at each end. And
They have, yeah.
I think away facilities are always worse as well, aren't they? And they do it on purpose. Like the ones at Port Vale, they're like a prison toilet.
Yes.
It's terrible.
How would you know this, Jim?
Just what I've seen on telly.
It's not good toilets, no, I agree with that one.
The Port Vale are disgusting. Yeah, they are. They're the worst.
How have we got to 36 episodes and the content for the final episode of the show is let's talk about toilets in League One?
Welcome to another episode of Toilet Talk.
Blackpool and Wigan, they're great.
I think it's a shit idea. A shit idea.
That should be my ringtone for Clive. It really should when he rings.
Yes. If anybody wants that, let me know and I'll get it sorted. And I might even add a flush sound effect at some point as well. Anyway, shall we talk about Peterborough or do you think that's a bad idea, Clive?
Well, not a lot to talk about. It was a non-game, wasn't it? Both teams were woeful in terms of any danger to each other. Jim's got it on the nail. Both teams were spent, I think, and a point suited both parties. And quite honestly, I'm happy to come away having not conceded, and therefore we've protected yet another double risk.
I think that's something which we've probably got unnoticed a little bit, Jim, this year in terms of going undoubled. Last season we had a definitely an indifferent season, and we were definitely poor in spells. We've looked at the comparisons over and over again, and we'll continue to do so again tonight. But being undoubled, the fact that on Saturday, if we avoid defeat, we will go undoubled, the first time since the season we got promoted a couple of seasons ago. That's a fantastic achievement for a side that's going to finish bang mid-table in League One, isn't it?
Yeah. When you look at our budget, go back to that, it's basically a relegation budget, isn't it? So we've got no right to go undoubled. And I think we'd have lost that game on Tuesday last season. It's only because of our, stout defence and goalkeeper that when it was clear we weren't going to score, they ground out a clean sheet. And yeah, it is a fantastic achievement. We all know this statistic, and whether we can avoid defeat on Saturday is going to be a tall order. But hopefully Cardiff aren't so bothered. It'd be nice to do it.
I think they've sold plenty of seats to Cardiff.
Yeah,
I think they're bringing more than a bus full.
Big club, isn't it? It's a big club.
Yeah,
and they'll sell every seat in that stand. And to be fair to them, it's a little bit like us the first season we got into League One. We wanted to go to as many grounds as we could because we didn't know when we're going to have the opportunity to do that again. We saw it a little bit last season, didn't we, with Birmingham as well, and their fans wanting to go to some of the clubs that they'd not been to for a long time and likely not going to go to again for a long time. So it's no surprise, Nick, that they're going to bring everyone. I just hope that it's a good, entertaining game because it looks likely to be an absolute sellout.
Yeah, I think it'll be more so than Tuesday night. I think there was still a bit of pressure on Peterborough on Tuesday night. I know they probably realistically weren't going to go down, but they kind of needed a point. And you could sort of tell the longer the game on, the less likely they wanted to attack because they were worried that we were going to go up the other end and score, and then it'd be nervy on the last day. So it kind of, like Clive said, it kind of petered out a bit. The most exciting bit was I went for a wee and Clive tipped water on my head from a great height. That's how entertaining it was.
Which brings us to Mary Wilson's question about what were the facilities like in Peterborough. It turned into a toilet trilogy now.
Right. Okay. Let me just stop you. Let me just stop you there. Okay. If we're gonna do toilet chat, if we're gonna do it, let's do it properly.
Doing a nervous wee.
That's Duncan James from Blue talking on the television show Hunted. I went the wrong way on my little thing there. I need to do this way.
He's doing a nervous wee.
Toilet chat.
What was that?
How did we not win an award? If you'd have gone on
that's
stage,
why we didn't win an award.
If they'd have played that clip, everyone else would have just gone home and gone, well, if that's what we're up against, I'm going home. Marie, they were rubbish. That's the answer. But yeah, so to answer the question, I think it'll be a good game because both teams are going to go for it. If you look at the end of the season last year, the dead rubbers against Peterborough and Exeter, they were entertaining. I think we played really well. Cardiff will want to perform in front of their fans, I'm sure. I don't know whether they've got any milestones they're aiming for. I don't know. But I think it'd be a good game. And depending on what Clough puts out, we're sort of losing players every game, aren't we? So it'll be a bit of a mismatch, whoever plays on Saturday. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Nothing to play for other than this not being doubled record. But it'll be hopefully it'll be a sunny day and we'll all have fun.
Yes, let's have fun by getting a good result. Jim, it's an interesting one Saturday in terms of team selection. Jordan Bowery came back on the bench on Tuesday with Fraser Blake Tracy injured and various other defenders injured, and with Liam Roberts potentially having to get subbed off to go and witness the birth of his child. Sadly, Bowery didn't take up the gloves to go and goal for the last 5 minutes. Could it be the last appearance of Jordan Bowery? It might be the last appearance of others, or will they just flitter off through the back door without us getting the opportunity to say bye?
I think Barry will stay. I think he's like a Swiss Army knife, isn't he? I think he'll want to keep him. I think Akins will stop as well. I know not everybody agrees with that, but I can see those two getting another 1-year deal. I think it's Aaron Lewis not being involved is pretty ominous for him. And Vic, I don't think he was involved Tuesday, was he?
No.
And Dwyer, I think those three smack of gone. And Maris he's supposed to be fit, but he's not involved. I think you can see 3 or 4 that are pretty obvious, but I expect Barry and Akins to be around. I don't think. Yeah. Sorry, go on.
I was going to say a reminder of those who are out of contract. I've just put the graphic up on screen for anyone listening to the audio version of this, or anyone with a small screen who can't see it. Stephen McLaughlin, Elliot Hewitt, Lucas Akins, Aaron Lewis, Jordan Bowery, Giorgio Mauricio, Will Evans, Dom Dwyer, Big Vic and Tyler Roberts all out of contract. And of course, Joe Gardner, John Russell, George Abbott and Ollie Iro also go back to their parents' clubs. Max Dickoff, who's out on loan at Tranmere at the moment, also out of contract with us. I would probably say that Dickoff will go, Maris will go, Dwyer will definitely go, Vic will go. And I agree with Jim that Aaron Lewis not being involved absolutely speaks volumes. But every single person on that list, Emily, other than those that I've mentioned, I think will get a new deal, including Jordan Bowery, because I think I agree he's a Swiss Army knife, and even though he won't feature as heavily as what he has done in previous seasons, he's a good, reliable option to have in there, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. I really hope that Jordan doesn't go. I absolutely love him. He's brilliant. And I thought Elliot Hewitt's played well the last couple of games when he's come on. He started at Peterborough, didn't he? But he's been playing really well. Yeah, but I thought he did a good job the other night. So I'd like to see him stay, really, but it's just whether he will, because he probably wants first team every week football, because he's not getting the game time, is he? So
certainly isn't. Katie in the comments says, I think Barry might be done. He's been doing a lot more with his coaching business recently. And Tom says, Clive, I like Hewitt, but I think it's time to move on. Would be gutted, but think Maris goes too.
I agree. I'm sad to see him go, but I think the writing's on the wall. And I think we need new blood, and you're never going to take on enough new blood unless you shed a bit of the old wood at the same time. And we all get emotionally attached to players and don't like to see them go. One or two exceptions, obviously. And I think Jim's got it spot on. I think that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't see there being too many surprises when the retain list comes out, and I think it'll probably be a very short reaction episode for us, unless in that retain list there is the odd surprise, because the obvious thing, and this is the danger when you put together a squad like ours over so many years, is you do form more emotional attachments than what you should do. And I'm now worried, and the reason for this is, in the 5 or so years that Stephen McLaughlin has been at this club, Nick, he's never had a song. We go to Huddersfield and the fans start singing his name. I think that could be a curse.
It may be. There is it's a difficult one, Macca. I think he's shown in the last few games that his form has dipped, and he hasn't got that yard, that sort of sprint. And he gave the ball away so many times at Peterborough down the side, and he did in the last home game at Luton as well. I think it's difficult. If Clough said 3, didn't he? Which you could straight off the bat say he's going to become Maris, Big Vic, and Dwyer. It may just be those 3. When you hear Liam Roberts talking about how important it is that the club's got a lot of players who've been here for a while, and that he felt like that was a benefit, that may play in the likes of Macca and Hewitt's favour. And I think a lot of it depends on Cloughy. I think in my head, I keep thinking, well, if he thinks he's going to be here for another year, and say that's all he is, he might just want to keep them all along for his last year. But that's the potential that he'll go, well, I'll give Akins another year, I'll give Macca another year, then I haven't got to release them. I've had them all this time. I'll keep them with me, and then somebody else can deal with them. And at least I've given them, all the opportunity that they can. But it's a different one, Macca. I'm not sure. I don't think I'd be the end of the world if he did leave. But I think we were talking about on the way in from Peterborough, we've got some serious improvement at fullback to make. Noyle keeps playing centre half. He doesn't seem capable of playing wing back. You can't rely on Akins every game at right wing back. He's going to be another year older. I'd keep him around, but I certainly don't think you can rely on him. And then at fullback, Blake Tracy's been playing centre half most of the time. Cargill's not really a fullback, and if you lose Macca, I think fullback's a big one, and not a lot of people have mentioned that, but I think that's a biggie for next season, especially if Hewitt goes as well.
Yeah, it's certainly something we'll delve into in the final 2 episodes of the series. But I think just my comment on it is Macca, particularly Macca, he's not first choice anymore, but I would definitely keep him around as an option, knowing our injury history. And I think that experience in the dressing room, I think he's probably taken on a lot of that mantra since Uncle Stephen, hung up his boots and moved to the clipboard side of things. But again, if everybody's fit, he doesn't play. He probably gets on the bench or just outside the 18. But I would like to see him stick around, because he can do a job at left back. He can do a job at left wing back, but also gives us a bit of an option in midfield, and is one of those players. He just needs a bit of a run of form. Katie says, I think losing Macca would be a shame. But again, I think he's about ready to retire. His stamina isn't what it used to be. Macca should stay, says Matt. Can definitely do a good job at left back. Depends on what else is out there. Clough will only let them go if he can get better, says Tom. And Keeley says, no, Macca has to stay, even if he's on the bench. Some great games. Agree with you, Craig. And that's exactly how it should be. People should just agree with me all the time. I think that's an absolutely quality idea. Clive, what do you think?
I think it's a shit idea.
I agree with you.
A shit idea.
Contradicting
Who was that
himself.
talking over me then?
Contradicting himself.
Some bloke in a toilet by the side of it.
Oh, it wasn't a serious question. It was just a link for you to use the clip again, wasn't it?
Yeah, if he ever
Yes.
now in the next
Yes, it
year
was.
says, "What do you think, Clive?" Just stay quiet because he's.
Oh
he's
yeah, stay
setting
quiet for
himself
at
up.
least 4 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct, and see what his fingers do. If his hands move or he looks down, you know he's going for a jingle.
Like I do it, make it more obvious. Clive, what do you think?
I think it's a shit idea. A shit idea.
Is that joke run its course yet, Jim?
No, another
I think
fortnight
it's
yet.
the 3 seasons of this. I think. Yeah.
Correct.
This is why he's on the
You're learning.
podcast.
You're learning, Jim.
This is why he's here.
Listen,
Is
if you do anything too often, it devalues it. So I think we keep that, use it sparingly, and then we'll go to Huddersfield next year. We'll go to Nando's again, and I'll use the same studio. And come up with another
Studio.
brief one.
Record some more. Record some more.
Oh dear.
It's on a,
In
it's on a
fact, we
par
could
with
do a load in
Garner's.
different studios, different away
Yes.
games, and the game is which bog is he in?
Which
Can we talk about Macca? Please.
I think that jingle is on a par with Garner's. Oh my God, isn't it?
Yeah.
That kind of
It is, yeah.
status.
Where's
Yeah.
Craig gone? Oh, it's there.
Oh my God.
Is there, look?
It's embarrassing.
Where's
Where's
Craig?
Craig gone?
Where's Craig?
He's peeing in a
Oh my
bucket.
God. It's embarrassing.
Oh, it's too
He's
quiet.
searching his archive for stuff.
Oh my God.
There we go.
Oh my God.
It's that kind of
Oh my
status.
God.
Isn't
You
it?
can't beat. Oh my God, can you?
Embarrassing.
Oh my
You
God.
notice we're all going a bit stir crazy here.
We are indeed.
It's not end of
Yeah.
season. Is it?
Season's gone on
Nothing
for
to play
too long,
for.
hasn't it?
I know. Oh dear. I
Well,
don't
the
know.
problem was there's not much football to reflect on Tuesday night, was there? So
No.
No.
How did I do?
Oh no.
Bang average. The
I
best
mean,
thing
Marie-
was, though, I'll tell you what, they brought a skip on. They brought a skip on at half time to chip into the skip, like Mick George style. I mean, I don't know if we missed it, but nothing ever happens. And they just wheeled the skip off. And Clive went, what was the point of that? I go, I don't really know.
Okay. Marie has thrown down the gauntlet in this. In this, we have officially lost our minds. And do you know what? I'm going to pander to the people because it's a people's podcast. Can't
That's what
wait
they
to
want.
hear the Can't wait to hear the jingle for which bog are we in. So it's time for a little bit of live production. So all you need to do, you four, is whisper, bog, 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 bog. So I'll count you in. One, two, three.
All at
One,
once.
two-
Bog.
all at once. Bog,
what
bog,
key?
bog.
What key are we in?
The key of C, bog, bog, bog. It's over to you. Right. So in 3, 2, 1.
Bog, 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 bog.
Which bog? Which bog?
Not working, Craig.
Bog. Which bog? Which
Not
bog?
working.
Which bog?
Oh my God.
Marie, stop him.
This used to be a serious program. When I joined this was I used to watch it, and it was a serious program of detailed football analytics. Now we're whispering into the microphone, going bog, 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 while you're doing some sort of beatbox.
Let
in the
Nathan do
background.
it.
What is this program?
This has been going for 9 series, Nick. At no point has this been a serious analytical show.
Okay. Point taken.
Are you under the misapprehension
Notice.
it is?
I thought it was. I thought this was like Times Radio or the BBC that I was joining here.
This is
I've got
the
notes.
non.
I had a suit on for episode 1.
Did you?
No.
I think that's how we should all start. I think next series we should all come on. I have lost it, Katie. You're right. I have absolutely lost it. I've got no thought, no note of anything. What's going on here? The one
I'm
thing
wearing my
that
dinner jacket next week.
I think we should. I think one episode next year, no context. We should just all turn up in suits and dinner dresses. You can take your pick.
Get a ticket for the end.
I'm
of
going to
the
say, can we pick?
You can take your pick. I'm gonna have Jim and Nick pegged as dinner dresses and everyone else in suits. What you saying, Jim?
Yeah, I'll wear a dress, no problem.
Clip that.
If you got
Right.
Clip that.
if you got
Clip that.
clip that. If you got
35
two
minutes
tomorrow
in,
one.
clip Jim saying that.
It's coming into summer, innit? It's a bit cooler.
I'll tell you what, I'll know what's in Craig's bucket at the end of that.
Sick.
A little summer dress.
VO
It's
Nick.
2026, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't
it's
know
a new
what year it
decade.
is.
It's like this chat about Regan Hendry being Colin Henry's daughter. That might be his daughter. It's
Well,
2026. You never know.
You can always rely on Jim to pull it back to actual content, right? Because we were watching on Tuesday night. I didn't manage to get to the game. I let Alan have my points and go to the final away game of the season. I'm sure I was sorely missed in Mansfield Matters away travel. This is awkward. No one going to say yes
again.
Weed.
No one going to say yes, right? Okay. The point is,
because we had Alan Wilson in your stead.
And he chuckled. He chuckled, right? You know what we said before? How quickly he will chuckle. He chuckled before the A1. The only time he started chuckling when he was eating Werther's Originals. In which case, Clough had turned the radio up.
To be fair, I did ring him on Tuesday night to see if he'd answer from his wrist, and he answered the phone laughing. So, you know. Anyway, my point was, and I'm so sorry to those of you that are watching and listening to this patheticness tonight, but we have lost
the listenership's going up.
Well, this is what we should do every week. Just toilet chat, random live jingles, and away you go. Jim's point was about Regan Hendry being Colin Hendry's daughter, and my point was, Emily, we were watching the game and we were saying how poor the EFL
commentary.
I follow commentary was. It was awful.
Yeah, Tyler Roberts down is still on loan, didn't he, from Birmingham?
Yeah,
kept saying that.
Yeah, and he said that Reed was on loan.
He's been with us like 3 years.
Yeah,
3.5 years.
Longer than that, I think.
Did he look on Wikipedia like 3 years ago for the stats, and that was what he picked up?
Do these commentators on iFollow get paid, or do they do it for the love of it?
But they
always get paid
against us. They always seem to be against us. They're very anti-Mansfield.
Well,
and
the
then
problem is
they said that Regan Hendry was Colin Hendry's son.
Yeah, I googled
Is
that.
he not?
So we had to Google it. Me and Craig Googled it straight away, didn't we?
Good job we didn't have Louis Briscoe. They'd be talking about his dad's dark career, wouldn't they?
Oh, they would. Yeah. God, my days. I'm not going to defend them whatsoever, but it's soulless, and I think everyone's got their own opinions on Martin and Dean. I really enjoyed listening the other week when Martin had Harry Lewis with him. I thought he gave a bit more insight. The problem with iFollow, and this is again, this is not a dig at anybody whatsoever, but like iFollow sometimes is done, it's run by volunteers. And it's great, but sometimes the bias is there, and it's great, but when the iFollow ones go on like Sky Sports Plus, they are using obviously like non-biased broadcasters who are all part of an agency, but they're not doing it from the stadium. They are sat in a room no bigger than the toilet at Nando's where Clive went on Saturday.
There were quite a few of them in there.
I was
going to say, was he in there?
It was a big screen, a microphone like this, and the audio is just pumped back through the crowd atmosphere and mixed on top, and that's why it's very stop-start. There's no like intonation of the voice getting excited. It's very monotone. It's very dull. And the stats that they come up with, some of them are great. There's a lad, one of the lads on there, Cam Pope, his name is. He did the commentary on Match of the Day for the Burnley game. He started out doing some of the iFollow stuff. He reached out to us as a podcast and sort of said, can you give us some insight and everything? I like it when they do that because it means they've done their research. It means that they've looked into it and taken it. The guy on Tuesday night, I felt like they just dragged him off the street and just chucked him in. And he asked ChatGPT to come up with 20 stats about Mansfield Town's players. And ChatGPT went, Hendry? Yeah, it's got to be Hendry. Is his cousin a snooker player? Who knows?
Well, his daughter, Colin Hendry's daughter, is called Regan, and I think that's why they think that Regan Hendry is Colin Hendry's. Yeah, because it's come from ChatGPT. So yeah, that's.
I think on a more balanced view of this, I don't think we fully appreciate that our partisan commentators on iFollow are a league better than the average.
They're so passionate.
They're not perfect, of course they're not. They would hold their hands up and say so. But I think we take for granted that they do a proper job and they do it to the best of their abilities. And by and large, they're better than most.
They're Stags fans, though, aren't they? Which I think helps.
Exactly.
Yeah, but most iFollow commos are partisan to up to one club or another, aren't they?
Yeah.
I've just realised I've got some extra Stags content to talk about. I know, I'm shocked. Because there's been a bit of news from the club today. The gate is going to be shut before and after the game.
Oh. That. And the marquee shut, gate shut, everything's shut.
The marquee's disgraceful.
Can I just say there was
behaviour.
a bit of syntax on their piece they put on social media. It said the gate between the North Stand and the Ian Greaves will be closed before and after the game. But what it should have said, before the kickoff and after the game, because it would suggest it's closed all the time. Well, they're not allowed to do that. They're only allowed to close it when there's that intense risk opportunity, which is after the game, essentially.
Tell you what, if you end up on that fan advisory board, Clive, that is the sort of pedantry that
I just think that would be incredibly helpful of me to point out to people that there's a right way of doing it and a wrong way of doing it.
Correct.
And of course, the Mansfield Town way, and I know it's not gone down well because obviously the club's end of season dinner is on Sunday. So they're shutting the marquee on Saturday to prepare it for the end of the season dinner. But the club are making other provisions with extra bars and stuff. It's going to be sunny weather, that's touch wood. But it is going to mean that bit in front of the Ian Greaves stand gym is going to be chock-a-block again, isn't it? I'm going to have to get the Christmas wrapping paper out and whack people around the ankles if they don't shift out my way.
Yeah, it's going to be busy, isn't it? It's going to be a bit of a party, a bit of a celebration. But to shut that tent for that game is a bit of an own goal, isn't it?
Yeah, I wonder if they'll chuck the secondary marquee back up like they did eventually for the Arsenal game. 'Cause they've got a second one, haven't they? Which they put.
But surely the Sunday event's not till night time, isn't it? You know, like if you go to a wedding, they set it up on the morning of the wedding and then they take it down again. I'm pretty certain they had all day Sunday to sort it out. It's not that big a space, is it? They're not getting the Ritz ready, are they? They're getting a tent on a field.
You're talking a lot of money in takings, aren't you? That you're turning away if you don't do it.
Yeah, but if they get 500 people paying 100 quid a time, it more than compensates for it, doesn't it?
Yeah, I
don't know how many guests they get how many guests they get for the awards night, end of season awards. I don't know how many they have in there, but they don't give it away. I mean, some people get it for nothing, but by and large, the people that want to go pay a best part of 100 quid for the pleasure. But anyway, the thing is, it's their decision, and if that's their decision, you have to go along with it. We managed before they had it in the first place, so if they are putting extra vendors on, then that should be all right. Get there early if you're worried about a pint.
Yeah, looking forward to clapping the players off at the end of the game as well. I'm sure that the players will do a lap of honour and everything, and this year I think it's even well reserved because it's been well deserved. It's been a really good season, so definitely looking forward to that, and I'm sure that the final half-time challenge penalty shootout will throw up some great moments and everything in between. Right, if you've got any Mansfield Town related content that you want to talk about, drop it in the comment and have your say on your team. I am, however, now going to say that we have made 45 minutes so far through the podcast. We have reached the half-time whistle. So far, we've had a good discussion about toilets. We've had a little bit of discussion about football. We've had a bit of discussion about players leaving and all of that sort of stuff in between. I think, though, that's an apt time to go to a break. Clive, what do you think about that?
I think it's a shit idea. A shit idea.
Sarah Actifier is not going to be happy at all, but sorry, Clive, I'm going to have to overrule you. Adverts!
Protect what matters most with Actifier Limited.
Your trusted local fire safety experts in Nottinghamshire. Proud sponsors of the Mansfield Matters podcast. From fire extinguishers and alarms to emergency lighting, pat testing and risk assessments, they've got everything you need for your business to stay safe. Affordable, reliable, professional. Because when it comes to fire protection, there's no room for compromise. Call Actifier Limited today or visit actifier.co.uk. Be ready, be safe, act now. Actifier Limited, proud sponsors of the Mansfield Matters podcast.
We're the Mansfield Matters crew, making podcasts just for you. Some show up, some disappear, but the stacks bring us all here. Through the ups and downs we stay, talking Mansfield Town every day.
You're back with the show for the fans, by the fans. Why? Because Mansfield always matters, aka Toilet Matters or Toilet Talk actually would be the better name for that. Maybe that's a podcast we'll start in the in the close season when we're all bored. Speaking of podcasts, though, tonight is the final one of the regular season. However, the traditional end of season review will be on the air on Monday. Don't miss it this Monday, the 4th of May. We are going to be live in my garden, weather permitting, with the end of season review show and the grand final to Alan, Where's You Been? And of course, all of the other stuff as well in between. So we will look forward to that. So set your alarms, 5 p.m, bank holiday Monday. Let's face it, what else is there to do on a bank holiday? We will be here where we'll be talking all things Mansfield Town. We'll have proper stag chat, no toilet chat, none of that absolute rubbish, none of that. We'll be talking pure Mansfield Town, looking back over this season, the highs, the lows, the improvements, and taking a little look ahead to next year. It will include the final 2 podcast predictions. It will include the final of Alan, Where's You Been? And Clive, I've got some good news for you. It will not include an end of season Craig quiz. What do you think of that?
I'm fighting back the disappointment. Will there be kazoos?
I'll tell you what, let's make a deal. If I get the kazoos out, will you permit me to do a Craig quiz?
You're the boss.
I think we'll have to take a snap vote on it then, won't we, between the panel. All in favour, this is a Mansfield Matters, now an official Mansfield Matters emergency board meeting. All in favour of a kazoo, raise your hand.
Come on, Jim.
Jim's not there.
I want the quiz.
I won't be there. So,
All in favour of a quiz, raise your other hand. And all in favour of a kazoo and a quiz, clap your hands. It's a kazoo and a quiz. We're having a kazoo and a quiz, people. Strap yourselves in. Monday.
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock on Monday. Come and join us in all the usual places. And if you miss it, don't worry. It will be out on YouTube, Faceache, and, of course, the audio version as well. Right. Let's move swiftly on then, shall we? And talk about other things that you need to be aware of ahead of Monday's episode. Because on Monday's episode, we will be revealing the winners to the epic awards night. So maybe it's time to get the jackets out after all.
Welcome to MMPAs, the Mansfield Matters Podcast Awards.
No trophies, no prize, no certificates, just pride. Why? Because Mansfield matters. If you want to get your votes in for the MMPAs, there is still time to do so. Voting will close on Monday around midday-ish. So yeah, you've still got a chance to do that. Reminder: we are voting for lots of different awards in this year's MMPAs. No trophies, no nothing. It's just for a little bit of fun along the way. We're going for Player of the Season, Goal of the Season, Moment of the Season, and lots more in between. So make sure you get involved with all of that by clicking the link that is in the description. A reminder of who is nominated then. Up for Player of the Season this year, it's Dave, Lewis Reed, Liam Roberts, Rhys Oates and Ryan Sweeney. Goal of the Season, Lewis Reed's first at Sheffield United, Regan Hendry's halfway line goal against Leyton Orient, Lewis Reed's at Burnley, Oliver Iros, aka TikToks at Port Vale, the second goal, and Lucas Akins' strike against Northampton, the Scorpion-esque kick. The Mansfield Matters Moment of the Season, one that is personable to you and makes you laugh. We've got Jim being left behind at Accrington and making sure all future passengers in Clive's car get home safely. Macca's goal in the last-minute scenes at Barnsley. Lewis Reed's stunning free kick at Burnley. Bert Bowery's Port Butchers, if you know, and Will Evans's goal versus Arsenal. Game of the season, one where you can rewatch it over and over again. The nominees are Sheffield United away, Burnley away, Bolton away, Blackpool at home, and Exeter away. The Unsung Hero Award nominees are Fraser Blake Tracy, Ryan Sweeney, Keeley from Her Game 2, Alex and the Mansfield Town Community Trust Team and Lucas Akins, and the Growth Award, Little Nobby Walsh, John Russell, Rhys Oates, Lewis Reed, and Ryan Sweeney. And of course, in there is your chance to feedback on all things podcasts. So, we really do value that feedback. It helps us shape the show for next series. So please do get involved with that. From one feature to another, and the penultimate time we're ever going to hear this jingle.
The game of the luck, who gives up, don't mess it up. I hear you say, how do you play? Win, lose or draw, then pick a score and one more thing. Pick a hero, don't score zero, that's the game. But we're not fools, this game has rules. It gets on time, you'll be fine. Remember the rhyme. That's predictions. That's predictions. Remember the rhyme. Guess on time, you'll be fine. Remember the rhyme. That's predictions.
Podcast predictions then. First and foremost, let's bring you right up to speed with the winners of the week from the last two games. Against Huddersfield on Triple Point Day, remarkably, one person actually correctly predicted a 4-1 win, scoring a massive 69 points, was Sarah Stronach. And the best player on the day was Regan Hendry. On to Tuesday night, where there was no triple points. It was back to normal points for Tuesday night. Nobody predicted a 0-0 draw. So a very low scoring week indeed. The joint winners with 13 points were Dave S. and Quinny is God. The best pick of the bunch was Kyle Noyle and Liam Roberts, who would have got you 9 points apiece. I
was persuaded out of having Liam Roberts.
Well,
it was my pick, and I got persuaded out of it by somebody.
Right.
You were fed duff information, weren't you, Clyde? That was the problem.
We were told he was leaving to have a baby.
Somebody before you rang told him that he wasn't available. He was injured. So that's
no. I did. Whoa! Objection. At no point did I say on that phone call he was injured. I said
no before you rang. Somebody in the car. Somebody in the car told
who
Clive,
in the car?
Not Mr. Craig. Not Mr. Craig.
Who in the car?
It wasn't the Werther's man. It was Big Tone.
Was it Big Tone?
Big lie from Big Tone.
Wow.
Big Tone sort of sowed the seed with Clive that Roberts might be having a baby himself. So Clive thought he might not be able to run very well with a baby in him, so he changed it.
2026.
Wow. Exactly,
Jim. You're right.
The year that Jim wears a dress and everything goes to pot. So there you go. So I didn't persuade. I actually did the honourable thing and rang the group to say, being honest, I'm changing my player because I had Liam Roberts down as my pick. I'm changing mine. Would you like to change yours? And everybody via Alan Wilson's wrist did. I wish we'd have not. I wish I'd have not bothered. Now we'd have all had better points. But there you go. Anyway, on to the final podcast predictions of the season. And of course, it is the final podcast predictions of the season, which means there'll be twists. Now, last year, I introduced this whole thing of a golden goal points gamble, and it made things a bit messy. So I've not done that this year. You'll be pleased to hear. What I have done instead, and Clive is looking very pensive, like he's going to absolutely hate me. I think you'll like this, Clive, actually. Is it double points? No. Is it triple points? No. Is it quadruple points? Yes, it is. So quadruple points up for grabs on Saturday. However, one common theme of this season has been that the fantasy captain has been the one to get you a lot of points. So are we going to make you pick one fantasy captain this time round? No, we're giving you the option to pick a vice captain so you can pick up extra points. So, for example, the way that the vice captain will work is your vice captain will be worth half of the points that your captain would be. So, for example, on Saturday, if we'd have done this on Tuesday and you'd have picked Elliot Hewitt as your vice captain, instead of scoring you 8 points like he would have done if he was your captain, he would score you 4 points. So it's an opportunity for you to build your points up.
Clive, what on earth made you think I'd like this?
Well, it's not what we did last year, is it? I mean, there's no negatives to this. It's more points.
He's right.
Not having it. I'm not wrong.
You're right. You're right. No, you're right, Craig.
Exactly.
Opportunity.
I think I've done everything in my power here to help Clough win the league, which is completely against my inner being, because for all season long, me and Clough have been toe to toe for that Mansfield Matters mini league title. So I think I've actually done you a favour here, Clough, rather than me working it in my favour. I think I've been a friend to you here for the second time in the last couple of days.
Well, we'll see, because I've made it. I've been fairly adventurous with my prediction.
Do you lose? Well, do you lose 2 lots of 5 points if your captain and vice captain don't play?
Yes.
And does that get quadrupled?
I don't know. I don't think the player
negatives
points
don't get quadrupled.
I don't think player points get quadrupled. It's only.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I don't do the maths. That's a question for Ben, for the podcast predictions guru. Send your queries to him. Anyway, let's get your guesses in, shall we? So first up, Nick, Cardiff then at home, final home game of the season. Stags need to avoid defeat to go undoubled throughout the season. Are they going to do it?
So my tactic here, because I forgot for about 50% of the season, was to go for a score that I don't think anyone else is going to go for, but still be realistic. So I'm going to go for Mansfield Town 4, Cardiff City 4.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah, I do as well. So that'd be a good game, wouldn't it? So I'm going to go 4-4, and I'm going to go.
Don't go for Liam Roberts.
No, don't go for any of the defenders, because they're going to have a mare. I am going to go for. I'm going to go for Louis Reed
as your captain.
Yeah, he didn't get injured, did he, on Tuesday? No, he didn't. Louis Reed and Russell.
Okay. Jim.
I'm going to go 2-2. I'm going to go Aikens captain, Tyler Roberts vice captain.
Oh, that sounds like a good deal.
Clive.
Well, I was originally going to be a lot more gung-ho than I've actually got 2 predictions. The first one I'm going to supersede with the actual one. Originally, I was going to go for Stags 7, Bluebirds 6. And
what a game.
Yeah, and my 2 flyers are going to be Dom Dwyer and George Maris. But given what's gone before, I've come up with this. A Stags 1-1 draw with the Bluebirds, and I'm going to go Sweeney and Reed in that order.
Oh dear, Emily,
you bottled it. You bottled it, Clive. There,
I did bottle it. I've been talked out of it again.
If it's 7-6, you're going to be fuming.
I'm going to be around there.
I think there's going to be some goals this weekend, so I'm going 2-2, and I'm going Tyler Roberts with. Now you've said vice captain. You see, I hadn't planned for that. Somebody who's not going to get Reed.
Now I've got.
I should have gone Russell, but it doesn't matter. Yeah.
You can. Do you want to go Russell instead?
Yeah, go Russell instead. Yeah.
Now,
he doesn't look as knackered as Reed. Reed looks knackered.
I now have a real quandary here, because everyone's gone for a draw, and in my head, I think it will be a draw, and it will be a fair result. Will be a draw, but if I go with a draw, that means I'm relying more heavily on my captain and my vice captain to try and overtake Clive. So the only way that I can overtake Clive is by going against what he's gone for. So that's either by saying we're going to win or lose. I cannot say that we are going to lose, even though the probability is I think we probably will. So I'm going to go for a Mansfield win. I'm going to say that we're going to see the season off in a bit of style. I am going to say that it's going to be a 2-0 win, which is brave because I think they probably will score. And I am going to go for my captain. I'm going to go with the captain. I'm going to go with Sweens. And I'm also going to go for my vice captain, somebody who's going to play, bound to pick up some points along the way because it's just what he does, and he will tick over. I'm going to go with John Russell as my vice captain. I may, however, change that before Saturday, but we will.
Well, your
see.
logic at the start of that was, I think we're going to lose and we're going to definitely concede. So you've gone for a 2-0 win.
Yes.
So I think that's good, and I
Yes.
like your logic, and yeah, it's great. I like it. It's Craig logic that we come to expect, and it's good. I like it.
Exactly.
And the captain's the defender.
And the captain's as well. And we're
Well, you see,
definitely
the
gonna
thing is,
concede.
what I've done there. What I've done there is, I've gone for a 2-0 win. So if my prediction comes true, defenders are the best ones to go to because they get
Correct.
extra points for keeping a
yeah.
clean sheet.
Yeah,
But
you
I
caveated that
understood
way.
the
They're
game.
definitely going to score.
Could we
But
incorporate?
I have caveated it with. Go on.
Could we incorporate a golden goal in this so you can have it as a multiplier of 1.8? So if whoever's closest to the golden goal, because we all assume there's going to be a goal, then they claim the 1.8 factor. Multiply all the scores all season by 1.8, and you only divide it by the number of games you didn't play. Does that sound simple?
Could we also guess the seat number of the person who's doing the hard time challenge? And the closer you are to that seat number, also gets the same 1.8 multiplier, providing that the name's not Doris. And if it is, then there's a bigger multiplier. Is that you writing that? Is he writing that down?
I am writing that down, but also
Okay, fine. Okay, good.
I'm also gonna say though that what we should actually do is, based on the podcast and the excellent features that we've had this year, what Alan should do is ask the 3 people who do the halftime challenge what the colour of their bin is that's next to you out, and we should all guess that. And if we get it right, it's 100 points. And if we get it wrong, it's minus 100 points. I personally think that's a good idea. Clive, what do you think?
I think it's a shit idea. A shit idea.
There's just no pleasing you whatsoever, is there? Absolutely no pleasing you. From one quality idea to another. If you want to play along with podcast predictions, the link that you need is in the description. Let's do this. Unofficially endorsed by Uncle Stephen. Matt says in the comments, can either captain or vice captain for the last game for Cardiff? I don't understand the question. What's that?
From the last game.
No, you will get penalised for that. I should have said that. No, you can't pick the same player twice. That rule still applies. Anyway, this is the Oz One Out, unofficially endorsed by Uncle Stephen, where Emily, our newest podcast member, signed up to the podcast and insisted she had her own feature. Otherwise, she wouldn't do it. Hence why we have to do it. It's written into a contract. She will give us 3 starting lineups from Mansfield Town past. Only one of those players will be the odd one out or the Oz One Out. It's as simple as that. We've got to guess who it is. Let's go.
Okay. I'm starting with one from 2013.
It's Pete Craig territory, that is. Look at his face.
It is Pete Craig territory. The other 2 are not. You'll be pleased to hear.
Okay.
9th of February 2013, Conference League. Mansfield 8. And do you know who the other team was?
Barrow 1.
Barrow.
Yes. Well done. So this was during the promotion season. There was a hat trick in there. I won't tell you who that was because we might need it as a decider. So my starting 11 is Marriott, Jennings, Dempster, Jones, Daniel, Murray, Howell, Stevenson, Palmer, and Green. And we will start with Craig.
Palmer.
Okay, Clive.
I think it's Palmer.
Okay. Nick.
Palmer.
Jim.
Palmer.
Good choice.
You're just guessing.
Great choice, Jim. Great choice.
Yeah, you are all correct in that it is Ollie Palmer. So I can do a tie break with that one later on if we need to. Ollie Palmer signed for Mansfield in August 2013, where he made 54 appearances before going to Grimsby on loan. And then he went to Leyton Orient. And he later joined Wrexham and now plays for Swindon with several ex-Stags players.
And
we all hate him.
And he's still a massive bellend.
Yes.
Number 2.
Correct.
Yes.
Come on, crack on.
Okay. The second one is 2nd of May 1992.
Bloody
I
hell.
was 3 months old. That's good. Good for the old memory banks. That one. Come on.
Yeah.
We can do it, Craig.
Just over a year old is fine.
Yeah, I know. I know how old you were. You told
Danny
me.
Blanchflower.
This was
Yes.
Mansfield 2, Rochdale 1, Division 4. And Stags were promoted from Division 4 on the final day of the season. And this was the final game. And this lineup goes as follows. Piercy, Carr, Charles, Noteman, Fee, Gray, Ford, Peer, Stant, Stringfellow, and Fairclough. And I'm going to start with Jim.
Pia.
Okay. Nick.
Could you just very quickly, speed through those names again, very quickly,
Yeah.
please?
Piercy, Carr, Charles, Noteman, Fee, Gray, Ford, Peer, Stant, Stringfellow, Fairclough.
Ford.
Okay. Craig.
What was the one after Ford?
Peer.
I thought Ford Pier was an old car that you got in the 1980s, but anyway.
No, Dean Peer.
Oh, Dean Pier. Sorry. I'll go with Pier. No idea.
Clive.
Greg Fee.
Angus Fee, according to this. But
Yeah, that'll do.
yeah. Those of you who said Peer, which I think was Craig and Jim, were correct.
Thanks, Jim.
Dean
welcome.
Peer joined Mansfield on loan from Birmingham in December 1992.
You see, if I was setting this quiz, I should say it was John Smith or whatever, and because he didn't exist. That's much more accurate, isn't it?
Yeah, yours would be like Jonathan Kangaroo, and we'd all go, "Ooh,
I think it might be Alfie Tiger.
I've heard of all the rest now, and I've not heard of this Kangaroo fella. Was he a centre half? Got a cracking jump on him.
Right, we'll move on. This was a League Two game in April 2005. Mansfield beat Boston United 3-2 at home.
Great game.
And this is the lineup for you. So White, Neil, Baptiste, Piers, McNiven, Brown, Coke, McLaughlin, Heron, Rundle, and Barker. And we will start with Clive.
Can you come back to me? I'm still working my way through it.
Nick.
I don't remember another Pierce, so I'm going to go Pierce.
It's Piers.
Oh, Piers,
Piers.
sorry. Oh, Gavin. Oh, okay. Quickly run
Gavin
through them again, then.
As in Blackpool.
Keep going. Yes, keep going. Can you run through the names again, please? Sorry.
Sure.
Sorry.
White, Neil, Baptiste, Piers, McNiven, Brown, Coke, McLaughlin, Heron, Rundle, and Barker.
I'm going to have to go Danny Heron.
Okay. Jim?
Yeah, I'd go Heron.
Craig?
I'm 50-50 between White and Heron because I'm thinking it might have been too early for Jason White, but he might have played in the odd
That's a good shout.
game.
That's a good shout.
But
It was
I also
Pressman days, wasn't it?
I also don't remember a Heron other than the
He was a
food
young
shop.
lad, wasn't he? He was a youth player.
I'm going to back my instinct, I think, and I'm going to go with White. I think, like Nick says, I think that was Pressman days, and in those days, it was the same keeper all the time. I'm going to go with White.
Good shout, that is.
Okay. Clive?
Well, I was thinking White, and then I couldn't remember anybody called Piers, so I'm going with Rundle.
The old priest logic. The old
Love
priest
it.
logic there. It's rubbing off.
Oh, well, none of you got that one right.
Good, hey!
Scott
So,
McNiven.
Gavin Piers, Didn't join the Stags until the beginning of the 2005/6 season, where he made just 13 appearances before moving to Sligo Rovers. And the
We don't really care.
Right, so
His mum does.
Nah.
I don't care about him. I can't remember him. I don't care about him.
Well, that's another podcast guest we can't have on, Clive. Well done.
Well done.
You've ruined it. When the Gavin Pearce special was due next month, you've ruined that. His agent's on
That
the phone
Stag
to
story's
Craig
out the
tonight,
window, isn't it?
saying he's not coming. He's not coming. Who is that Clive fella? He's not coming. He talked about toilets and slagged my Gavin off.
No, shocking. Did anyone win that, Emily, or do you need the tiebreaker? I trust
She's
you were
lost
keeping
the
score,
plot.
I
I
wasn't.
was going to say nobody knows.
Does it matter?
Wasn't it?
Jim did all right.
Jim,
Just give
Jim got
everybody a
2.
win.
Jim, just give it Jim.
Yeah,
Well
give
done,
it to Jim.
Jim's going to
Well,
be wearing
Jim.
a dress, so he's got to get something for it.
Well,
Thanks,
I was
fellas.
going to ask you if you could name all 3 of the Stags players that now play with Ollie Palmer at Swindon.
Ollie Clark, Tom Nichols, and Ryan Tafazoli. Next.
Yeah.
Oh, you devil!
Okay, Jim, you've got the points, not Craig.
You devil!
And that was the final instalment this season. I'm sure you'll be pleased to hear. It's coming back next year, though. Unofficially endorsed by Uncle Stephen. Well, tonight has been a roller coaster of emotions, hasn't it? We've had toilet chat, we've had some football chat, we've had podcast predictions going off into anarchy, we've had a game where we have to guess the odd one out. It seems only fitting that we should end with this. What's in my shoe? Do I really need to explain the concept of this game?
Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot the
Is there no end to all this madness?
I forgot.
Yes,
I
after this
forgot
game.
about
If you
9
think this is,
o'clock, 9 o'clock.
if
that.
you
Oh,
think
fantastic.
if you think this is mad, Clive, you wait until the live final of Alan Where's You Been, because this guy has gone all out. Alan Where's You Been's gone all out. He's got a trophy and everything.
We've got a special guest here.
Vader. Well, which one is it,
This
Emily?
one's the youngest. This is Ruben.
Hi, Ruben.
Hello, welcome to the Mansfield Matters podcast. Curb your language, fellows. Would you like to play, Ruben, the greatest game that has ever been on the podcast, other than the one that your mum does, which is called What's in My Shoe?
It's not his fault
That's
either.
good enough for me. It's good enough for me. So we're playing a game now where I've got a random item in my shoe and everyone has to guess what it is. So you've got 4 questions each. I can only answer yes, no, or maybe, or give you a little helping hand along the way. The order is going to go as follows. It's going to be Jim, Emily, Nick, and then Clive. Okay, so Jim, Emily, Nick, and then Clive. 4 questions each. Take it away, Jim, to figure out what's in my shoe.
Is it to do with the club?
No.
Is it to do with your dog?
Nope.
As a little end of season twist, is it your foot?
No.
Ooh.
Is it edible?
Oh, no, but you're on the relatively right line.
Has it got batteries in it?
No.
No, you can't put that in your shoe, Jim.
Can you wear it?
No.
Is it drinkable?
Oh.
No.
Is that
Yes.
edible and drinkable?
It- well,
yeah.
Is
That's a
it
word,
is
isn't it?
the actual item drinkable? No, but it helps.
Does this fall in the category
that
of
look?
container?
I would say utensil rather than container.
All right. Got it.
Jim?
Is it multicoloured?
No.
Is it a spatula?
No.
I've never seen anyone try and drink anything with a spatula before.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
No, it's going to sound, if anyone's not heard the first bit, it's going to sound a strange question. Can you suck it?
Yes.
Yeah, is it?
That could be anything.
I know the answer. Can I give you the answer?
No, give me a random question to help confirm your answer. You've got to...
All right. What day's my dry cleaning going to be ready?
Yes. Final round of questions, Jim.
Can you get them from McDonald's?
Yes.
I can't ask what it is.
No.
Have I got one in here?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Would Greta Thunberg be particularly impressed with your particular type of this item?
Absolutely not. She'd hate me for it.
Okay.
Is it made of plastic?
Ooh. No. But I do prefer the plastic ones.
It's a motorbike. I've just heard it.
Paper alternatives. So
He's got a motorbike in his shoe.
what's in my shoe? Jim, what's in my shoe?
A straw.
Emily, what's in my shoe?
A non-plastic straw.
Nick, what's in my shoe?
It is a single-use straw.
Clive, what's in my shoe?
I think it's a set of antlers off a deer.
Well,
I knew it.
I am going to be pedantic with this. Jim, you said plastic, right?
I just said a straw.
You just said a straw. Nick, you said plastic.
I said a single-use straw.
Emily, you said
a
non-plastic. The correct answer is a non-plastic straw. It's a metal straw.
I knew it was going to be a
metal straw.
It weren't the antlers. I was dead set it was the antlers, you know.
I mean, you can wear it as an antler. Look, here you go.
Is that the one that was on your desk the other day when I came round? I cleaned my ears out with it.
Oh.
I don't think you should. Did you use this in Nando's on Saturday at Huddersfield? Disgusting man. Absolutely disgusting man. Dave, how are you feeling about all of this?
I'm pretty calm, to be fair.
Fair enough, we'll carry on. We've got one final game of the season on Saturday as the Stags welcome Cardiff. In all seriousness, Jim, it's going to be an entertaining game, regardless of predictions. What are you wanting to see from Mansfield in the final game of this fantastic season, where we will, barring a massive swing on goal difference, finish in the top half of the table?
One last push of energy, lots of attacking, lots of goals. And like Nick said, just a bit of entertainment and fun. That's it, really.
Emily, what about you? Obviously, it'd be really good to see the players come out and applaud the fans and everything. Hopefully, and with on the back of a victory.
Yeah, I'd like to see a victory, but I'm not really, I'm not going to be sad if we don't win. But I'm just going to enjoy some football. With how did Regan Hendry describe it the other day? Let the brakes off, and they can all
speak to me, Dad Colin. That's what he said, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Speak to me, Dad Colin. He knows the answer.
He knows the answer. Yeah.
He knows the answer indeed. Clive, out on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate the toilets facilities at Mansfield Town Football Club?
Never use them, so I can't give you an answer to that. Unlike some of my colleagues, I do not need daytime facilities.
I mean, this is untrue. This is coming from a man who dropped his car keys down the toilet at
That's an away game. Don't get confused.
Oh, so you're a blue sheet depending on home and away, are they? Is that
he's got away bowels? It's called away bowels.
Away bowels.
Away bowel syndrome.
ABS. He's got ABS. He's got ABS.
Oh, don't go near that. He's got the
away bowel syndrome.
Oh dear.
And Nick, I've got
Nick on the other hand has got multiple afternoon splashery.
Oh god.
Oh dear. This is absolutely.
Why am I getting a question about toilets? Everybody else is talking about aspirations for the game.
Well, I just thought I'd bring it full circle. I personally thought that was a good idea, but obviously,
I think it's a shit idea. A shit idea.
There's just no pleasing some people, is there? Absolutely no pleasing some people. Nick, the players will be walking around the pitch at the end. Are you going to try and grab hold of a shirt? I noticed that you nearly dived in towards the front of the crowd on Saturday when Lucas Akins threw his match-worn shirt into the crowd. Are you going to be on the hunt for one for your collection?
Yeah, they don't seem to do it these days. I think there still might be. I don't know if there's one. Normally they do 5 on that stupid website. I don't know whether there's going to be another one, although I probably won't buy one. But I'll be loitering around, mug any kids on the way out, maybe. But yeah, if not, I'll be in the toilet. So, if you need me, if you've got a shirt, you know where I'll be.
Every 15 minutes.
Every quarter of an hour. Yeah, a little alarm goes off, and Clive goes, "Right, come on, off you go."
I think I have to feel sorry for him. I'm taking the mick out of Nick, but it's not fair because he was born with a bladder the size of a sparrow's bladder.
I don't need it in the car, though. I never stop. It's only when we get to the ground it's the sense of relief.
I provide the bottles of water for the journey, and he says to me straight away, "Have you got an empty bottle, please?"
Well, I had an external catheter fitted out the window. It was terrible for people behind us on the A1, wasn't it? Oh, it's raining, Frank.
Is it over yet?
It's raining, Frank.
How come it's raining? There's not a cloud in the sky.
I was driving down the A1. I saw an absolute miracle. I saw a bloke in a dress called Jim, and there was a golden shower.
So the woman says,
Jim and the
"Is
golden
that an
shower."
optional extra on the Mazda CX-30?
Coming to a city.
It might be dealer fitted.
Well, I think that's an appropriate time to bring this madness to an absolute end. My thanks, as ever, to the Mansfield Matters podcast. We'll leave you on an AI-created song, which is actually a really good rendition of Mansfield Magic, and then my pre-recorded outro. We'll see you on Monday for more stuff like this, including the grand final of Alan Where's You Been and a reveal of the podcast predictions winner, and definitely not Jim in a dress. Is there any psychiatrists out there? Because I think you might need one.
Who puts the ball back in towards the middle, headed away by McLaughlin, and now Mansfield can come away because it's Rees-Oaks in possession through the centre circle. Rees-Oaks battling forward to the edge of the box. It's Rees. What a goal! It's Rees-Oaks, and it is magic from roadrunner Rees-Oaks, who split open Colchester United and set 3 defenders. Watch this! Bang! 1-0.
What a goal! 25 yards out, great strike. What a great goal. Roadrunner, Nibi.
sadly, that's all we've got time for on the final regular Mansfield Matters podcast of the season. Thank you so much for watching and for listening throughout the season. Make sure you join us live on Bank Holiday Monday for an In My Garden special, where we'll be recapping the season in the end of season review and crowning the podcast predictions champion and the champion of Alan Where's You Been? I want that trophy. Speaking of trophies, the podcast predictions grand final takes place this Saturday as the Stags welcome Cardiff to One Call Stadium. The link you need is in this description. You can pick 2 fantasy players this week and it's quadruple points. If you missed all of it, go back and I'll explain the rules in the main show. And you've not got long left to vote in the MMPAs, the Mansfield Matters Podcast Awards. Go and vote for all of that stuff and leave us your feedback. We will see you on Bank Holiday Monday for a fantastic end of season review. All that's left to say is, this is the show for the fans, by the fans. Why? Because Mansfield matters. Good night.
Protect what matters most with Actifire Limited.
Your trusted local fire safety experts in Nottinghamshire. Proud sponsors of the Mansfield Matters podcast. From fire extinguishers and alarms to emergency lighting, pat testing and risk assessments, they've got everything you need for your business to stay safe. Affordable, reliable, professional. Because when it comes to fire protection, there's no room for compromise. Call Actifire Limited today or visit actifire.co.uk. Be ready, be safe, act now. Actifire Limited, proud sponsors of the Mansfield Matters podcast.